Hey, this is a quick demonstration of how to upload a raster image, in this case a GeoTIFF, up to Mapbox and set it up for map styling. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. This assumes that you already have a Mapbox account set up. So if you do, you'll see in the upper corner here, if you click on your little icon here for your account, go to Studio. That's Mapbox's kind of styling platform online. In order to do this, we're going to have to set up a tile set, a raster tile set in this case. We're going to upload a GeoTIFF there, so click on Tile Sets, which is up in the corner, and click on New Tile Set. And then you can just literally drag. There's all sorts of file formats here. You might already have map tiles set up. We're going to take a GeoTIFF file. So I have one in a folder over here, Historic Map of Athens. I'm going to go ahead and drag it and confirm. And it's going to upload. You'll see it uploading down here. It's going to take a second. One of the reasons you might want to do this is because you've got a pretty big file. I'm getting QGIS set up here so that we can load it in and you can see how it works when we're done. So it takes a second. We've got university internet here, so it works pretty quickly. But it'll take a second to upload, and the raster tiles will load much more quickly onto your map than if you're using 600 or 700 kilobit file. So while that's uploading, once it's processed, you'll see it listed here. It'll take a second because it is kind of a big file. You can see I've got some other examples here. This is one that I added a few days ago that had been uploaded as well. If this takes more than another second, we'll just use that. So once you have the tile set up there, that's not all you need to do. That just allows you to add that to a Mapbox style, which is what you can then go ahead and post on your map. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. We'll see if it uploads. Pay attention to it here while it's processing. But to create a map that you can share, we're going to go under New Style. Here we're going to create a new style. Click on Styles up at the top. And we want to use a blank style. I don't want to have one that's already got OpenStreetMap data in this case because it's a historic map and it doesn't match in the same way. So we're going to start a style from scratch, customize, and we've got nothing in here right now. I'm going to go ahead and add a layer. And that layer can be anything that Mapbox has or layers that I've added. So in this case, I actually have another version of this map that I uploaded. I think this is the one I just uploaded. So I'm going to add that in there. And you'll notice you don't see anything right away because Mapbox is showing you the whole world, and this is a map for just a section of Athens. So my solution to that is always temporarily add one of these other images as well. So I'm going to add the satellite image. And we'll scroll in here to where Athens is. Athens is right here. This is Athens, Clark County. And then it looks like the our layer didn't add in, so let's try to add it in again. There it is. So now you'll see there's that image that I uploaded as a raster tile. And you'll notice how when you zoom in, it just automatically gives you a better resolution image because it depends on which scale you're looking at. It will scale the data as well to keep the size manageable. So that's pretty straightforward, right? We've added it to a style layer. Let's go ahead and publish it. So we're going to publish and say, yes, this looks good. And then we need to get it out so that we can use it in our desktop GIS software. So in this case, we're going to add it as a layer in QGIS. There's a couple different ways you could do it. So I click on Share. I'm going to go to Third Party. The default is WMTS, and that certainly can work okay. I'm going to use Fulcrum, which gives me XYZ tiles, which I like a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and copy the URL that it gives you here. And then now I'll pull QGIS back over to this window here and add it as a base map. In QGIS, there is a layer here called XYZ tiles. So I can go ahead and right click on it, choose New Connection. I'm going to call it Test Layer. I've got some building data in here already that is set up in Athens. And then I'll paste the XYZ tiles that I got before, and everything else should be fine. Click OK. Give it a second to match up. Ooh, and I have several of these. because I've been messing around with it. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, so this works. And now you'll see that base layer just pops right up. So the main reason I like XYZ tiles is it works better with the QGIS to Map or QGIS to Web, plugin. In my experience, it exports out pretty well, and you can see here it just kind of loads those tiles as we go. It works pretty dynamically. So that's the basic process for getting raster data onto Mapbox and then using it as a base layer in your desktop GIS.